Good morning, students! It's me again, your teacher na guwapo. Charot. It's me again, teacher Remel, your English teacher for this session. So, students, I guess you are familiar with this. This is our self-learning kit for English. This is good for week 1 and week 2. So, good for 2 weeks for first quarter. So, let's get started. Alright, so I assume that you are all familiar with the things that are inside of this self-learning kit. So for our lesson title for this week, actually it is good for 2 weeks, we have the communicative styles. So I'm gonna show you our lesson title here. So for our learning competency, you are all expected to employ the appropriate communication styles for various situations. It could be casual, formative, consultative, frozen, and intimate. So what you are going to do is you have to answer first the first part, which is the I have known. Okay? So it is a 10-item identification test. So all you need to do is to identify the things that are shown on every item. Anyway, you are given choices on the table. Okay, so let us continue, students. So again, you have to answer first. I have known is the first part of the task. Once you are done answering, okay, you'll need to proceed to the part of I can connect. So, when you say I can connect, therefore, it has something to do with your previous lesson and the new one. So, it is stated here, it is actually a question. What is the degree of formality in each of these conversations? So, you're gonna need to put a check mark on the appropriate box. The first is student to parent. So you're gonna need to explain the degree of formality when it comes to conversation. And do not forget, students, that there is a question right after the part of the above mentioned. So it is actually a follow-up question. Does our relationship with others affect the way we talk to them? So we need to explain this. So once you're done with this part from I have known and I can connect, this is now the time for you to understand the things. Okay, my apologies for a short pause, a minimal pause, because I am also printing here, students. So, let's get started again. Okay, yan na naman. Jam na naman. Alright. Okay. So, again. So, in this part, I can learn this is the main lesson. So, as expected, these are the types or the communicative styles. When you say communicative styles, it is the interaction of individuals with another through their behavior. So, as you can see, this image, okay. So when you say interaction, therefore there is a communication. So the first type is the casual / informal communication style. So here, so I hope you are holding with you your self-learning kit module in English 9. So when you say casual or informal communication style, from the word itself, informal, it makes use of slang language, colloquialisms, and idioms. So the clue here is that it is a conversation between friends and insiders. So therefore, when you are talking to your friends or to someone, okay, to share and have shared background information. All right. Wait for a while. Okay. So again, the clue here in the casual is the first communicative style, the casual informal, is when you are interacting, when you are communicating between friends. All right? So next is we have the formal communication style. This is the opposite from the first style that I introduced to you. So when say formal, wait, paper jamming again. When you say formal, therefore, it is something to do with a well-constructed words or phrases. Sorry for that minimal pause. Paper jamming is real. Okay, let's go back to the tract. Formal communication style, it has something to do with a well-structured words. Therefore, everything that you say is in the formal style, which means you use formal and well-structured words, phrases, logically sequenced and strongly coherent. So example of these formal communication style is job interviews. Okay? Another, political sessions. Third, court sessions. So as what you have noticed, example in the Senate, okay, the words that they are using a well-structured words that makes it a formal. In the job interview, example, when someone asks you during the job interview, tell me about yourself, therefore, you are expected to say something about your skills. Okay? The third one is frozen communication style. So it is different from the first and the second style of communication because this style is set its ways and does not change. Okay. Frozen communicative style. It does not require any feedback from the audience. Example, so let's go directly to its example. Weddings, Shakespeare plays, church mass. So therefore, the speaker himself is speaking to the entire audience. But the audience will only hear the things the speaker says. Because in this style, it does not require any feedback from the audience. That makes it frozen. Okay? The audience there are the witnesses. Okay? So they are the listeners. Next, we have the consultative communicative style. The style used most often for everyday interaction. Example, when a student is talking, asking to his or her teacher. When a student recites in the class. So it's an everyday interaction. Now the question is, what is the difference of consultative communicative styles to the formal communicative styles? Since the example here is the student is talking or asking to his or her teacher. So that makes sense. You may ask, sir, why is it that the example there is not in a formal, but instead it's in a consultative communicative style? The answer is, in the consultative communicative style, from the words of consult, therefore, it is an unplanned speech. Again, students, I do repeat. When you say consultative communicative style, it requires the listeners or the listener to participate and to give his or her feedback. So it is the opposite to the frozen. From the frozen, which is the third type of communicative style, wherein the audience does not require any feedback. I mean, the speaker does not require the audience to give his or her feedback. Okay? Next, the fifth type of communication, the intimate communicative style, its clue there is for people you are particularly close to, such as your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife, to be your mother, interaction of your mother towards your father, vice versa, and of course, your really close friends you have known for a long time, so therefore you converse to your friends. That is example of an intimate communicative style. Okay, so I hope you learn a little bit from this video lesson. Now, it's time for you to proceed to the I can try. So what you're going to do is to copy the following lines and place in the appropriate table where it belongs. And then, all you need to do is to answer I can assess. So, just follow instructions, students. And then, for I can do more also. So, it's actually a dialogue writing. So, first on the types of communicative styles. So, students, thank you so much for watching this video and also for listening to our short span of discussion through this video. And if you have questions, all you need to do is to send me personal message. Thank you so much. God bless. And yes, sir.